guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Let me pin myself here. Where are we? Pin. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Good morning, good morning. Let me bring you guys over here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Goldie on the run here. Goldie on the run. Big sell-off on gold in the Asian session today. Any of you guys short gold today? Gold had a big sell-off. Really big sell-off. Pulled back a bit. Nice pullback in maybe Asia towards the end of the day. Actual Asian session open around here. Very decent sell-off. Very decent sell-off there on gold. But yeah, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Let me just bring you guys on Zoom over here. Took the retest on the view app. Nice. Like around here. This short here. At like 130. Yeah, that's a beautiful trade, man. Great trade. Look at that short right there. You broke out. You retested. You sold off. Right back. You maybe would have not held all the way down into here. But I mean, yeah. Shorting that down. Look at that 1,000 ticks. Like, man. God. Gold is crazy. To be honest, I would have even just shorted down into these lows here. And I think that would have been a good trade. Shorting around here, down into them lows. 300 ticks. Man, more than enough. Great trade to you guys who did short. That was a very nice move. Let's have a look here. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. Would you be able to go through managing losing trades today? Please. I understand the hard stop. Just help with the get out when the trade is going against you. Yes, absolutely, man. Good question. I'll also post this here as well, because I did actually just post this last night. I posted a YouTube video yesterday of my losing trade for January, because it was a very important loss. So you can absolutely go back and watch that. I just posted it there on the YouTube chat. But I broke down one of my losses for January. I say my loss for January. Plenty of losing trades in January, but that was the one that you can probably learn the most off. If you guys do want to watch it, I posted this last night. It was a loss that I posted. It was more of a psychological loss more than anything. And that video is to emphasize. I talk about when I should have cut my trade and where I didn't cut my trade and why I didn't cut the trade and why the emotions got the best of me and how you guys can learn from it. So yeah, absolutely go check that out. But yeah, we can look at it more today. Absolutely, we'll look at gold. We can look at NQ. We'll look at silver. We'll look at all markets this morning, guys. in terms of news for the day, yes, we can have a look at yes, man. Absolutely, we can have a look at yes for sure. Let's just have a quick look at the news for the day. What do we have overnight? Iran's foreign minister says nuclear talks with the US are scheduled to be held in Muscat on about 10 a.m. on Friday. Wow, okay. Friday could be a busy day. Anything else overnight? I don't really think there was too much in terms of scheduled in news today. What do we have? We have some pound news coming out today. 12 o'clock London time. You got the Bank of England monetary policy reports coming out. We have unemployment claims at 1:30. I mean, we're supposed to have job openings today at 3 o'clock. I don't know if that's going ahead with the US shutdown, so we'll see. And then New Zealand bank holiday. So nothing too crazy on the agenda today. So should be in for a pretty clean London session. So let's go ahead and break it all down here, guys. Now, you guys who were here, let's get rid of all these levels here. Let's just let me just actually let's delete everything on this chart. Let's get rid of everything for a second, guys. Let's do some fresh analysis here. Now, you guys who were on the Asia market call yesterday, which even if you don't trade Asia, you guys Zoom's absolutely worthwhile going to watch back. But we spoke about gold shaping up for a bit of a daily evening star play, and that is why you were looking to short gold today in Asia, because look at how we closed yesterday. Yesterday, we tagged previous daily highs, failed to close above the daily highs, but not only that, We also failed to close above 5,000. Now 5,000 is a big level on gold. Failing to close above 5,000 and previous daily highs is a good indication that if you're going to sell off today, where are you going to sell off into? Previous daily lows. Well, you get short around that daily open to previous daily lows. It's a 1,000 tick trade right there. 1,000 tick trade. And for you guys who are trading Asia, the daily bias is so important because you can take advantage of that daily bottom or top wick before London and New York's even open. And they're some of the best trades to take in Asia. It's trading into them daily liquidity tail. So with now where gold is, where we're at right now, I do believe you could still see gold continue to sell off. Although you have already hit previous day lows, there is a little bit more risk. But I still would like to see gold go lower. So that's the evening star play right there. You've already hit previous day lows and rejected. Now, one thing to note here on gold, as long as we trade below this 5,000 region, I would still like to short. Intraday, what we're seeing right now, we have a bit of a trend line coming down here. Previous hourly candle, look at this, 5 a.m. tagged the lows, closed bullish, continued buying at 6 a.m. Look at that for a nice long there at 6 a.m. London time. How many ticks did that hourly give you? About 300, which is pretty nice. So you can kind of see we have bounced off some nice support here to the left around that, where are we, 49.20-ish. And resistance we have up here on gold at around 49.60. So a little bit of a range here on gold. You know, if we can break back below in 16 minutes after tagging the highs, there could be a potential short here on gold. Sean's got a lot of downside targets. Yeah, Sean's got a lot of downside targets this morning. Silver's got a lot of downside targets. Nice, we'll have a look, man. Let me just make these levels a little bit cleaner here on gold before we drop down to the lower time frame, because if we can mark our levels on the hourly chart before we drop down to the lower time frame, it's just going to be a lot easier. So here's our resistance right at that 49.60, and then we have support. I'm just looking to that. My eyes are looking here, here, here. Nice wick rejections here. So incorporate these wicks. Don't want to go through the bodies. So we have support right around 49.20, and this current range on gold is about, I mean, still, I was going to say it's a range. It's 490 ticks. Like that's still huge. Mic volume dropped? Oh no, let me see, man. Really? This thing on? Looks to be on. Is that better? I can try to turn it up a little bit, man. Is that better? I've tried to turn it up a bit. Yeah, kind of chopped a bit. Yeah, it was a high time frame. Was really nice here on gold. You probably would have been waiting for that big breakout. Then you would have short maybe there at 130. That was a pretty decent short. Now the only thing with selling gold today is, like I said, you know, I mean, again, I'm not looking for a huge, big, massive trending move in London. I'm just looking to play some ranges, and these ranges alone can give you hundreds of ticks. But in terms of a whole new leg lower, could we see a new big move to the downside? I mean, maybe, but look, we've already grabbed the liquidity. We grabbed the lows, and we broke out. So you kind of had this nice rejection here in the Asian session off that support. People try and buy their risk off this low here. What does price do? Gold loves to come down and tag the lows before potentially having the next move. So we come down, we tag the lows, we broke back above, held the support, and we're now squeezing higher. So intraday, in this price action that we have here, we are finding some support. Big liquidity grabs, big breakouts. So you may see if this 49.20 level is going to hold, or we break it and maybe we go short. The only thing with, like I say, short and gold is there's no real downside targets right now because you've already grabbed previous day lows. So I probably want to see a little bit more of a breakout here. I'm just going to get my trading view chart here as well. Cool. The long you just mentioned would still be enough to take. There's a bit of resistance. Yeah, I mean, you'd just be playing the range, to be honest, man. Just playing this range. The reason this would be nice is because you have such a nice downside liquidity grab here. You're also buying below previous daily lows here, so even just playing this for a bit of a pullback into this sort of potential left shoulder, head, right shoulder region, Just there to there. Yeah, definitely. It could have absolutely, it could have absolutely chopped around. But because you got such a strong, here, you tag the highs, you closed bearish. Well, this looks like an evening start to push lower. But once you tag the lows and engulf all the way back bullish, yeah, even just playing it into this minor range like here would be a quick scalp. No targets. So obviously, it's a little bit risky, kind of like gold right now. Is a little bit risky. It's better when we have the clear targets, but because you here tag lows, close bullish, tag lows, close bullish, yeah, there's some pretty decent downside liquidity grabs. That this is a strong push up. But yeah, not the like an A+ setup, cleanest of moves. The A+ would be, yeah, obviously trading into some nice liquidity targets. Yeah, let's have a look at silver. Where are we? Let's have a look. Where have my charts gone? Let's make this. So we got gold there. Let's make this silver. Now, let's have a look. What have we got here on silver? So, what did we do yesterday? So obviously we had that huge sell-off last week, and silver hasn't really pulled back as much as we have seen on gold. He had this nice, look at this, nice come up. You break out, tag the highs, breaks all the way back below. What did you leave here on silver? Very nice double bottom. Look at this. This is perfect. Look at this on silver. Never here. Look out here. You never re-grab these lows. So what does that become? That becomes your liquidity target, because why would you be looking for shorts? Well, look, you've already grabbed the highs. You came up, grabbed the highs, pulled back, retested, huge sell-off. So very decent sell-off there on silver. PDL, no need to apologize, George. Good question, man. Previous daily low, man. But no need to apologize, man. No such thing as a stupid question here. But yeah, previous daily low, PDL, PDH, previous daily high. So let me see this. Let me have a quick look at gold here. What do we want to see? I want to see a little bit more here on gold. See, if we're right around that VWAP. So I'm wondering if we're going to bounce off it or we're going to break back below. The only thing I'm skeptical, which I'm watching here on gold right now, is the fact that we've just tagged the highs of the range, and we've also just tagged the lows, and we're bouncing around that VWAP. So I probably want to see a little bit of a breakout on gold. That's why I'm kind of happy to have a look at some other markets here. Again, look at this perfect evening star 3-bar reversal right here on silver. Is Patrick here? Me and Patrick spoke about this on our call yesterday. No, Patrick's here. No, Patrick's having a line today. But this is a perfect evening star play right here. Again, your job on silver today, at that daily open, once the top weight's created, risk off the high, even playing it down into these lows, into there. Like, look at that for a short on silver. That's a great short. So, with where silver is right now, we're back at the daily support. We've bounced off the daily resistance. So, could we potentially buy from this support? Well, let's see. Let's see what the intraday time frame is telling us. Let's clean all of this up. And remember, guys, sometimes you can have so much analysis on your charts, and you can sometimes get so confused. Like, don't be afraid to just every day or every other day, come on and just remove everything, delete everything. Let's start from a completely clear, naked chart right here. I have the chance to trade live account with Topstep. No, I haven't had a live account, man. I haven't had a live account with Topstep. I've mainly just been on XFAs most of the time. Obviously, I have my personal live accounts, but live accounts with Topstep, no, I haven't yet, man. Not yet. So, silver, very big sell-off here in Asia. Anyone short that in Asia? Look at that for a sell-off. That was probably a nicer short than gold. You had clear downside targets. You had an evening star breakout. Look at that short on silver, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Asia time. That was a great short. Did any guys sell that? Did Dakota sell that? I feel like that's a trade he would have taken. Let me see. I want to see if Dakota took that trade. I feel like that's a trade he would take. That was a great short as well. Because that says same as us. That's that 3-bar reversal evening star play. I don't think so. Really? Why not? Let me see. I want to see if Dakota shorted it. Anyone sell it? No, Dakota shorted gold, which was also very nice. Dakota shorted gold. Yeah, look at that silver. Crazy. He short gold instead. Yeah, nice. Gold was nice too. Short gold a few times. Nice. Yeah, look at that drop. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nice nice call on the gold short. So that's the thing. Sometimes gold and silver line up pretty much the exact same. It's like, I don't really want to take both. I'd rather take one or the other. And gold was still a nice short. You can trade metal still live. Yep. He's avoiding silver. Doesn't want the crazy volatility. I can't blame him, to be honest. Yeah, nice. Him and Jay were saying they were in about how crazy the drops were. Yeah, the drops are crazy. He's not trading silver at the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Silver is a crazy market, to be fair. But it was a very, very, very nice drop. Like, technically, that was a great drop. Look how nice this was. Again, we'll look for trades today, guys. But like I said, I want to show you guys, why would you have shorted this? Well, I can see about 3 or 4 different. I can see. Let me just count in my head. I can see 4 confluences in this chart right here. Can anyone see the confluences in this chart before I start breaking it down? Because this is very important. Before I just tell you guys exactly why you would have shorted, can anyone see why you would have shorted here? There's about 4 or 5 different reasons as to why you would short silver today. And there's a few reasons why you would short it. There's a few reasons for a daily bias. There's a few reasons to where you would get short and why. Yep, Victor, head and shoulders. Yep. Double bottom. Yep, that's 2. That's 2 of the ones that I was thinking of. Head and shoulders, double bottom. Yeah, you can even see it as a triple bottom. Yep. 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 Nice. Yep, evening star, head and shoulders, previous daily low. Exactly. Exactly right there. Yep, broke the channel as well. Definitely. So there's a few reasons to why you would have shorted this on silver, and this is a really, really good short. I'm watching gold on my other chart, guys. Don't worry, we got we got time on gold. I want to show you guys this before we move on, because this was a really, really good short today. So why would we have even been looking to sell and not buy silver today? Well, same as gold. The daily, previous day. I don't really need to type it out. Do I want to type it out? No, I'm not going to type it all out. But daily, you're anticipating not an evening. My brain switched off there for 2 seconds. An evening star. So what? Again, guys, this is why you need to be able to think about multi-time frame analysis before you even need to jump on the higher time frame. So what is this sell-off right here? This sell-off above the previous daily high is what gives gold that rejection on the daily time frame. Then this day comes up, fails to close above the previous daily highs, and leaves that nice wick rejection. So whenever we see that, and again, guys, I broke this down perfectly on gold, and we'll start adding silver into the market calls as well. But look at this. Once you see, I'll just clean this up for a second. Once you see this daily time frame, you come onto the charts here today, you see this daily time frame failed to close above the previous daily high. That is right there where I'm anticipating that this is going to be a beautiful, yep, trendline break, absolutely. This is where it's going to be a beautiful daily evening star. So now when I drop down to lower time frame, I already know what I want to see. This is how the daily time frame is looking. So I'm anticipating that today is going to look something like this. That's what I'm anticipating, because the fact that the previous day here failed to close above the highs, this is how I'm anticipating this daily is going to close. Now, what can sometimes, and this is why these morning and evening star plays can be so nice, because what is this on a low time frame? Well, this is right here. This is your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. Well, let's look at this. Here's your left shoulder, there's your head, which is the liquidity grab. Your break back below is that nice daily wick rejection. There's your right shoulder. So you have an inverse head and shoulders, you have a daily evening star, but not only that, this is where it gets even better, is what did we not do here before this push up? What did we not do here before this push up? Look how nice this is. This is what makes this trade. This is if you guys ever want to see an example of an A+ setup, regardless if it came in Asia or not, this right here is a very, 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 very good A+ setup. So what did we not do here before this push up? We never grabbed the lows. So if we haven't grabbed the lows, what do we know? That's a level where most people try and buy, risk off the low, and trying to get this huge play up. So this downside level becomes our liquidity target. So you got the daily, you got the daily evening star, you got the hourly head and shoulders with liquidity targets right there. Look at that. There's three confluences right there. So you got the daily and hourly painting the picture, giving you the direction. So when you drop down to lower time frame, you know exactly what you want to be looking for. And if we zoom in a bit, look at this. Isn't this the exact same thing that we just spoke about on the daily time frame? Look at this. Isn't this the exact same thing that we just showed on the daily time frame? What did we do? We failed to close above the previous hourly high. We wicked all the way right back down below. So again, what would this look like right here? What would this look like on a lower time frame? Well, it'd be the same thing, right? It'd be you break above, and then this, head and shoulders. So evening star, head and shoulders. So what is your job to do right here? And this is a fantastic, fantastic trade. Gonna give me a bit of FOMO for the Asian session. Look at this. Look at that right there. So as soon as you see this hourly candle, tag the highs, failed to close above, you short right here, risk off there. Or if you even want to, you want to wait for a little bit more confirmation, you short that 2 a.m. candle. But shorting that 1 a.m. candle right there on gold, silver, was very, 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 very valid. So you go head and shoulders, and then for entry, again, you got another evening star. So look at that right there. There's 4 confluences right there with the downside targets, with silver being overall bearish from that huge closure that we saw last week. So that right there is everything you need for an A+ setup. So if you guys are wondering what it is, that is it. And that is an absolutely perfect, perfect, perfect short right there. A perfect short. This is it. What? Is it right here? Clear downside targets. The main reason as to what made this short so nice is the fact that the daily failed to close above the previous daily high. The fact that we tried to break above the previous daily high, and we did. We then tagged the highs and broke straight back below, giving that daily that beautiful wick rejection. That's exactly where we start going short. That's why we want to go short. Saying literally exact same thing on gold. Look at the way that the daily on gold, and again, we spoke about this in the Asian market call. To short this today, this isn't some hindsight analysis. We spoke about this. You guys who are trading Asia, it's a great short. So look again, same as gold. You failed to close above the previous daily high, shaping up to be an evening star. Bam. Great, great, great short right there. But this on silver is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic trade. Obviously, silver is crazy and silver does move very, very volatile. But same as if this was gold, this is a fantastic trade right there. If you guys are looking for a trade to, really study the setup, it is this right here. This is an absolutely perfect trade. So we got London Open in 30 seconds here, guys. Now, what could we potentially see for the rest of the day on silver? Well, we are back down at daily support. We have just grabbed a lot of lows down here as well. Look at this. We're right back at that huge daily support. So it's tough for me to now want to still short silver because you would have been shorting the daily open today. But now that you're right back down at the support, where could silver go from here? I mean, it's kind of tough because you've already had a decent bounce here. I would say you may retrace a little bit more. Maybe you retrace some of this Asia sell-off. I don't think you're going to get a huge push up, but maybe you pull back and you see if you can potentially buy silver in London. Do I trade Asia? No, unfortunately not. I traded Asia when I was back in Australia, which I definitely missed trading, which I will definitely trade when I go back. But no, I just trade London and New York now. Asia for me is at like 1, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. if not. Like this short today would have been at 2 a.m. my time. So no, I don't. I traded Asia throughout most of 2025 and it was probably the best session to trade. But no, now it's just London and New York. But Asia is having great setups. So if you guys who are trading Asia or you have the ability to trade Asia, there's incredible setups. So when I go back to Australia, I will definitely start trading Asia again. Let's have a look here, guys. So we've got London Open here. Let's see, how do we close there on gold? Yes, we do. Look at this. So this is a bit of an evening star shaping up here on gold. Now, the only thing with shorting gold as opposed to shorting on the daily is we had downside targets. We've already grabbed downside targets. But let's see, is this a bit of an evening star? It definitely is, but it's also just a bit of a range, to be honest. Unless, again, I'm not going to short this right now because you don't have downside targets, but is this technically an evening star play shaping up right now? Yes, it is. But there's a few reasons as to why this trade could easily not work, as opposed to why would the daily work. Well, remember on the daily time frame, let me just clean this up a little bit. On the daily time frame, you had clear downside targets of previous daily lows. You had clear targets, whereas right now on gold, you're almost shorting right into support. You're kind of shorting right into support and you've already hit this resistance. So, you know, trade location with targets is also very important. Like if we look at this daily right now, I'll just hide everything for a second here. Shorting today would have been so nice. And where would I have been taking profit on the shorts today? Them daily lows. Now that you've grabbed the daily lows, you've also grabbed the daily highs. We kind of need to see a little bit more here. But technically, is that an hourly evening star plane right now? Yes, it is. If I had a double bottom or a very clear downside target, I would short it right now. But you kind of see here, you came down, grabbed lows, held support. So I'd probably just want to see a little bit of a breakout before I would short this hourly evening star. Which if we do short, well, maybe we can see gold come all the way back down to these pre-London lows here. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, very, very, very Sean. Yeah, very, very messy range, man. Very, very messy range. So gold is you know, you're kind of stuck within that view app right there. So I want to see if we can either break to the upside or downside here on gold. Like I say, there's a few reasons as to why this hourly evening star isn't as nice as the daily evening star. Because if you try and short every single morning and evening star play that you see, you're going to get chopped up. You want to be trading these morning and evening stars when you have clear liquidity targets. So the clear liquidity targets today to short gold and short silver was previous daily lows. But let's see. I'm very open to taking trades there, guys. I'm trading my XFAs here today as well. Uh, 30-minute. Let's have a look, man. 30-minute 1 a.m. Let me see here. Which one? Sorry, man. 1 a.m. Which low do you mean? Sorry, I'm not too sure which one you mean, man. Able to look at NASDAQ? Yes, absolutely. We can have a look at NASDAQ, man. Absolutely. We'll break down NASDAQ as well. Absolutely. You guys on YouTube as well. I am hosting a completely free masterclass tonight as well, where I am wrong link. Let me get you guys the link. Where I'm going to be talking about this in more depth and going through a lot of trade breakdowns, showing my payouts of the month, the best setup. So if you guys do want to tune in, I'm going live at 9 o'clock GMT, going through the trades, going through the strategy, and going through more of my plan on gold, breaking down a lot of trades. So I'm doing that tonight, 10 o'clock my time, 9 p.m. GMT. I'm talking about the whole liquidity strategy and building a bit of a plan. 8:30. Yeah, if you have your chart set to mine, it'd be just much easier for me to tell, because if everyone's on different time zones, then I don't know which is which. But 8:30. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably a different time. I'm not too sure. But in terms of, it's kind of hard to put liquidity targets right now because, maybe you mean this one here, maybe 6 a.m. But you've already kind of grabbed lows here, kind of grabbing highs. 6:30 is already been grabbed. You've already grabbed the 6:30 lows. You've already tagged the lows here. It's already been taken. If that wasn't taken, then yeah, absolutely, that'd be a great downside target. I'd short this right now. If this was a perfect double bottom here, I would sell gold now. But because you've already wicked out the lows, you kind of already grabbed the lows. You may come down and target these 6 a.m. lows. I say may because it could grab the lows. It's not like a massive liquidity level, because the thing is on gold, look at this. We came down, we grabbed the lows, we broke it higher. We've came down, we've grabbed the lows, we tried to break higher. Kind of need to, gold needs to give me a bit of direction here. If we do break out, I'll see if we can get short. Oh, the 6 a.m. one, yeah, this one, man, yep, it could be. it's not like a level I'm like, oh, we have to grab these lows. It could be if we can break out. Sorry, but no, it's all good, man. It's all good. If you have, if you just have your chart to London, that can. I don't see it, man. No problem at all. Yeah, let's have a look at NAS. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at NQ. I'll watch Goldie on my other chart here. I am open to selling gold. I just want to see a little bit of a breakdown because we are pretty choppy in here. So I'll keep an eye on gold on my other chart here. Let's see if there's potential for shorts. Let's see. So, how did we close yesterday on NQ? We closed, oh look at this. So, you guys who were here yesterday, what did we speak about NQ? We spoke about that trend line on NQ. Where's my analysis come from yesterday? We spoke about that trend line on NQ, and we mentioned that most people would be trying to buy this, but they put the stops just down below the lows. So your job yesterday on NQ was to short down into that point there of the trend line, right back down into the lows from the 17th of December. So that was a great short there at NQ. If you guys did take that short from yesterday's analysis, well done. We spoke about that perfectly. Now, I don't trade NQ, but that was a lovely call. Now, what's interesting on NQ is the fact that we actually failed to close below that previous low and also failed to close below 25,000. 25,000 is a big level on NQ where it'll be tough to see it broken. I do think even if we are going to break 25,000, I don't think we'd do it from here. I think there's potential pullbacks on NQ before going short. Now, same as gold, there's no real liquidity targets. They've already been hit. Again, look at this, guys. What played out perfectly yesterday for you to be able to short NQ? Look at that. After everything we just spoken about on gold and silver, look at that. Exactly the same thing. Literally exactly the same thing. You have, again, why would you short this evening star? Well, previous day was bearish. You have downside targets. Like, look at that right there. Look at that. Look at that, perfect short. When was that? That was in London. Was that London? Oh, sorry, this is a 4 hour. Let me go back to the hourly. Oh, hourly is a head and shoulders. 4 hourly is a nice evening star. Again, it's making short on the 4 hourly, daily, hourly. But that was a great short there into the New York session on NQ. So what could we see here on NQ for today in London? Maybe a bit of a retest into 25,250. 4 hourly here, just tag the lows. You've broken back above 25,000, which is very big support. Let me just see what's Goldie up to. You have a, look at that, beautiful head and shoulders yesterday. I actually think we spoke about that in London for price to come up, create that right shoulder before selling off. I would like NQ today to pull back up into these previous highs around, where are we, around 25,180, 25,200-ish. Most people probably trying to short here. I'm trying to see if you can continue squeezing this higher. So I'll be looking to buy NQ here personally. I think buying off this 25,000 looks pretty nice. You're also above that V up as well. Previous hourly tagged highs closed bearish. This hourly is already straight back higher. So we've got the first 15 of the London session in 5 minutes. And yeah, I would look to take NQ up into this nice double top around that 25,200. Looks like a nice retracement level there. Let me see here. Hey Jack, what's going on, man? Some of most trades 30-minute hourly. I'm finding it very difficult to get trades within my risk tolerance at the moment due to the size of these ranges. Yep. I mean, what was the where was the gold short here today? Where was it? Was it on the hourly or something? See, silver wasn't as nice. Gold wasn't as nice as silver on shorts and way nicer. I mean, like for instance, here, if you'd short here, you're risking about 300 ticks, but you're still looking to make like 800. So I mean, even at one contract, you're risking $300, which to me is more than enough. Even like a 200 tick stop, you take one micro. It's still good risk. You should still be having the same risk to reward. And I think like anything between 500 and less as risk management is pretty good. It really depends. And again, you know, that's hard stops. You could have short hit there on gold off that 30-minute fake out. Sorry, that's a 15. Let me go off that 15. Here, for example, once it broke out, retested, you could have short here on gold, risking off that previous 30-minute high, and playing it down into wherever them lows ones. And again, this stop is 270 ticks. Again, that's a hard stop. Any closure back above you, exit in the trade straight away. So it's just risk to reward. The same thing. It's just like it might seem crazy risking 200 ticks, but again, your target should be 400, 500, 600, 700 ticks. Like these ranges are huge. I just think about, I honestly don't look at these trades and go, oh my god, it's 300 ticks. Like, oh, I really don't want to take it. Just if it's a 300 tick stop on a 50 tick target, then yeah, of course I would be worried to take that trade. But it's not. The targets are just as nice on gold for me. So to me, it works out to be the same. Yeah, gold may come up and liquidate these highs here. But no, I definitely wouldn't just stay out the markets now. You'll literally miss one of the best opportunities to make a lot of money trading gold. Yeah, exactly, and the same as that as well, Darren. It's like with these ranges being so big on gold, you know, literally gold moving hundreds of ticks. It's like you can take 1 to 2 trades a week, and you're locking in payouts, more than enough. I definitely wouldn't just not trade though. Like I say, you're literally going to leave hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ticks on the table if you just don't trade. I would just look at it from trade the minimal size you can, and again, let the risk reward play out. You might have a 200 tick stop, but again, you should have a 300, 400, 500, 600 tick target. So like I say, it might seem scary having like a 300 tick stop when we're maybe used to like 50. But for me personally, I've just been taking advantage of it as much as possible because my targets are just as big. So the stops might be big, targets are just as big. Remember, guys, why did I say that I'm not short in this hourly evening star here? And why is this current hourly evening star not playing out? And why did I not sell it? Because we had no downside targets. And this is again why I said you don't want to buy and sell every single evening star that shapes up. The reason I wouldn't short this evening star on gold is because we've been grabbing lows, breaking out, grabbing lows, breaking out. We're breaking out. So we breaking out intraday to the upside or downside. Here, since 3 a.m. lunchtime, upside. That's why I wouldn't short. Yeah, risk reward matters. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like I say, you know, it might seem scary having a 300 tick stop, but if you got a 300 tick target or a 400, 500, 600 tick target, then yeah, it ends up just being the exact same thing, man. So I definitely wouldn't sit out the markets because, like I say, you will leave so much opportunity, and like we have to take advantage of these opportunities on gold. I honestly think we'll look back in some time and be like, wow, do you remember when gold was moving like 100 ticks a minute? So it's like we have to maximize that as much as possible because these are times where we can start locking in serious payouts. When you plan to invite Daniel on the London Open, would love to see you both trading and explain the markets. Yes, absolutely. I just asked the Topstep team about that this morning as well. So yeah, Daniel was on a fast markets yesterday. So absolutely, Daniel is keen to come on. So hopefully the guys on Topstep will be able to sort it out. So me and Daniel can start jumping on a bit of a regular stream. He can come and join us for the London session a few times a week. Daniel was on fast markets yesterday. So not fast markets, but on the New York session yesterday, and said yeah, he'd want to come on. So absolutely, we'll make it happen. When you say a hard stop on trades, is it better to look at the 5 minute or 15? Close towards your neither. 30 minute time frame is 30 minute closures is the only time frame to look for reasons to close trades. 5 minute 15 doesn't mean anything. I don't even look at the 5. I'm looking at the 5 because I want to take trades here together. But when you guys are trading your own, don't even look at the 5 minute. Especially don't look at it to manage trades. Because you could cut your trade because of a 5 minute close against you. You can just do exactly what you want. A 5 minute candle closures, yeah, it means nothing, man. Stay away from the 5 minute, even the 15. 30 minute minimum to close your trades. And all the trades direction should be based off 30 minute and higher anyway. Goldie's still breaking higher here, guys. Still breaking higher. I want to buy gold now that we are breaking out, but I'm struggling to see any reason to buy it. I feel like if I buy gold, I'm just buying right into resistance. And if I take it, it doesn't work. I'm going to look back and I'll go, what was I trying to do? I'm trying to take a trade for the sake of taking a trade. So I struggle to buy gold this high, guys. Silver maybe looking a bit nicer. Let's have a look. NQ is better. Like I said, I don't trade NQ. Yeah, Yeah, silver a little bit choppy. Yeah, so, you know, and again, right now we could be, you know, we could be on this 5-minute time frame and we could be like, oh, cool, gold's breaking out. Let me take a long. If we take a long from here and it doesn't work, we're going to zoom back out to the hourly time frame, and this hourly is going to wick down, and we're going to look back and we go, what were we trying to do? Right at big resistance. Was a masterclass at London time, 9 p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. London time tonight, man. 9 p.m. GMT, 10 p.m. Spain time, 9 p.m. GMT tonight, man. There'll be lots of Q&As, lots of breaking down the plan, breaking down the strategy. Lots of new things coming inside the mentorship as well. So if you're free, you want to come along, there's a link to register. Not really too much, Jake. No, probably for swing trading, not for day trading, man. I don't look at seasonality for day trading. Maybe like longer term trading is probably good to look at, but for day trading, no. It's if February is typically a bullish month for golds or a bearish month, I could still take intraday shorts and longs, so it could just give you a reason to talk yourself out of a trade, which I don't think we should do. You know, gold could be overall very bullish high time frame, but we can still take the shorts down. But if we look for reasons as to not take them trades because seasonality says otherwise, then you know, again, you could miss out on a lot of opportunities. Yes, Jose, appreciate my mentorship. It's fire, life changing if you pay attention. Exactly. If you pay attention. We had Nam yesterday, who have been doing lots of one-to-one calls with. Nam got funded with 2 funded accounts yesterday, which is amazing. Guy as well also got funded yesterday, just trading micros, which is also amazing. We're crushing it in there you go. There's Nam tuning in. Amazing, man. Look at that. Got 2 funded accounts yesterday, and you got what? 2 more pretty much ready to go. 3 more. A couple of $100 and you're there, man. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Almost 5 funded accounts with Topstep. Incredible. So the reason I'm not buying this current breakout on gold right now, guys, and again, this is why sometimes it's so easy to get so zoomed into this 5-minute. Like I say, if you buy from here and it doesn't work, you're going to zoom out later on and you're going to look back and you go, what on earth was I trying to do? I was trying to take a 5-minute breakout into hourly resistance. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, we should be looking for a 5-minute break to the downside at hourly resistance to potentially get short, which could actually be nicer. Yes, Tim, if you're on the last one, yes, it'll be very, very similar, man. There'll be some different setups, but similar process, man. Yes. There is some new additions as to what was in the last one. We've added a lot more new things. Nice, David. Let me have a look at this. This looks like some good consistency, man. Wow, look at that, David. That's amazing. 5.1k in a week and on an XFA. Man, you got to reward yourself a payout. That is great trading right there. 5k in a week, man. That's absolutely amazing. Look at that. Let me see if I can share this with you guys on YouTube. This is how do I share this? If gold starts to break down, guys, I would like to short gold into 4,900. I'm not convinced by this breakout. The reason I'm not convinced is because it's right at hourly resistance. I would like to short gold, to be honest. Look at this. David just posted in Zoom. I don't know if I can. Can you see how? You can't. You can try and work out what pixel it is, but this is David in the mentorship up $5,000 this week on his XFA. Absolutely amazing, man. You need to lock in a payout on that. It's incredible work. 1 day away from my first payout. Amazing, man. Amazing. Lock it in, David. Do it again though. Don't think too much about, 1 day away from your first payout. Just think, you know what? I've traded very well this week. I have a great cushion. If a setup comes tomorrow, great. I'm going to take it. But if not, hey, could take the payout next week, the week after that. Tomorrow could even be a loss, which would also be absolutely fine. But don't let that loss turn into a big loss. If you lose a couple of hundred tomorrow, well, cool, you're still massively up. But don't try and chase it thinking, what if I Get up 150, I can take the payout tomorrow. Hey, the payout will come when the payout comes. It's amazing consistency, man. Great, great, great work. Yes, tonight, 9 p.m. London time. Yes, absolutely, man. So we're trying to, remember here, this right here, guys, is previous hourly highs. Do we want to buy above previous hourly highs? Not really. Yep, nice, nice. I like that day. Personal day loss limit tomorrow is only 300. Yep, amazing. And guess what? If you lose 300 tomorrow, you're still massively up. And you still got a big payout coming. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I would short today. Yep. I would like to. I would like to short. Anything with shorting gold is. Again, there's no real downside targets. I don't really want to buy here either, though. Look at this. Look at the big resistance to the left here. Is silver looking nicer? Silver's still kind of Silver's still breaking a bit higher. Again, you had a 30-minute evening star here. Why would you not short it? Well, because we've been bullish. We don't want to short an evening star when the markets are pushing higher. So you could watch silver for a potential pullback. Maybe you get a bounce on silver right at that view up as well. You're not quite there yet. So maybe you find some resistance up here. You might get a bit of a intraday short. Again, not looking for a huge, massive leg lower. Just a little bit of a pullback. With how big these ranges are, you know, these pullbacks can easily be, look at that, 500 ticks. I mean, I'll take a fraction of that. What time are you the most active with your trading? Here in the London session. The London session with you guys is the most amount of time I spend actively staring at markets. Other than this, to be honest, I'm monitoring like hourly candle closures as I go about my day. The London session is where I do most of my analysis, if not all my analysis for the whole day pretty much. If I get a trade in London, great. If not, that's fine. As I kind of go about my day, I'm just watching high time frame candle closures. Especially with where gold is today, I'll be very careful. Anywhere in here, I'll be very, very careful. But I would like to see if we find some resistance at this previous hourly high for a bit of a short. It is a little bit risky, of course, but it's the only real trade I can see right now. Been looking at gold the last 4 hours. I think if it closes above 49.50, drip more times we can buy. Yeah, it's where's 49.50? 49.50. Yeah, let's put that on actually. 49.50. That's a good level. I like that. 49.50. Yeah, if you hold above 49.50, you could maybe come back up and retest 5,000. I like that, man. I like that. Can you tell us something about TradeZella? I watched your another video. What do you mean, sorry, man? Tell you about TradeZella? Just a journal. I have a video coming out this weekend. I'm gonna take a little bit of a sell, guys. It's a little bit risky, but I kind of like this risk to see if you can maybe come back down for a bit of a retest here. I'm gonna risk around like $100, $200 here. I want to see if we get short above that previous hourly high. Like I say, it's pretty risky, but I'd like gold to find resistance above that high. I just kind of maybe just risk somewhere back above here. I'd like to cut this trade. Try to see if we get a little bit of a pullback. As soon as you get back into range, then I can start going to break even. But I would like to see gold come back down to these 6 a.m. lows. Aaron, I've discovered silver today, and let me tell you now. Let me tell you, I'm now 10 years older. Yeah, silver's a crazy market, man. I would focus on gold. Silver's a crazy market. Silver moves very, very big. It can move very nice, but yeah, silver does move very big. I personally think gold is. I personally think gold's nicer. So the reason for this short, guys, I'm trying to anticipate that this hourly is going to close respecting this previous hourly high and come for a steeper bottom wick here. So I'm looking to play this like back down into, somewhere back down into this support. Literally just playing the range. Nothing crazy, just the range is all I have today, so the range is all I can work with. That's all I'm looking for. Again, is it a super high probability setup? Not the best, but it's what I have to work with right now. But yeah, that's my anticipation. My anticipation is that this hourly is going to hold previous hourly highs. Might not, but it's what I'm seeing right now. I'm not logged in right now, George. I think there was issues yesterday. There was issues yesterday, man. Yes. Discovered silver. Let me tell you, I'm now 10 years older. That is the best way to sum up silver right there. We got this 30-minute close coming in 4 minutes here as well, guys. Let's see if this 5-minute can actually break out here. If we wick like this and start to break bullish, then that could be a liquidity grab to go higher. Therefore, we could manage pretty quick. I want to see if this 30-minute is going to close holding this resistance and come for a bit of a sell-off. But again, you know, we're wicking highs, we're wicking lows. It's a ranging market right now. Therefore, I will have to manage more aggressively. Yeah, I have a video coming out on the weekend breaking down how I use TradeZilla. The nice thing about it is to import your Topstep trades. You can literally just export them from here, just drag and drop it. It's super simple. I really like it, to be honest. I didn't take any trades yesterday. I locked myself out pretty quick yesterday. I wasn't really feeling the markets. Let me see if I can fire it up here. Yeah, I could have shorted gold yesterday, but yeah, personally, I just really wasn't feeling the markets yesterday. So I locked myself out pretty quick. So yeah, I didn't trade yesterday. But where are we at for the month? Let me see. Yeah, look, so I didn't trade yesterday. But we're in a trade here today, so we'll see. We're in a trade. Absolutely it is, yeah. Yeah, you thought NQ was crazy. Yeah, go trade silver. Silver could be more crazy than NQ. The nice thing about silver is, though, it does follow our same principles pretty well. It just moves very, very, very aggressively. Silver has big, big, big moves. The only thing I'm seeing for this trade here, guys, is there's a bit of a trend line coming up here. Bit of a trend line coming up here. That's not the best one. There's a bit of a trend line coming up here. So it's the only thing I'm really seeing is just gold to maybe come down and manipulate some of these trend lines. Maybe stop out some early buyers. We're getting short above previous hourly highs. Anticipating the hourly high is going to hold. Let's see. Ideally, I want to hold this back down into 4,900, which is around about $1,000. $1,000. But we'll see. We'll see. 30-minute close coming in 1 minute here, guys. You're going to get a top wick on the next 30, so let's see how we open. If you go to break even too quick, without understanding the next 30-minute is going to open, well, the next 30-minute could come up, create that top wick, and if you move to break even too quick, you could get stopped out before then maybe priced as something exactly like this. So I will manage based off a break against me, and depending on how this 30-minute closes. I'll probably look to manage as soon as we start coming back down to this view app level, because that's where we start coming back to the middle of the range. So you can see here, here's our range. We came up, we've tagged the highs of the range. So now I'm trying to see if we're going to come all the way back down to the lows of the range. 30-minute closure there. Let's see. Have we closed? So I can put my stop above that high. Now I don't really want to see price create a new high on the hourly time frame. So what we doing here, guys? Let's be completely neutral for a second. We've come up. We've liquidated previous hourly highs, 30-minute highs. But again, staying neutral, even though I'm short. I'm not glued to shorts. I'm not glued to longs. I don't really care which way the markets are going to go. We are also tagging lows. So we're tagging highs, we're also tagging lows. So we have to be very neutral here. Although we're tagging highs and we held resistance, does that mean, oh my God, this is the best short ever? No. Why? Because we've also grabbed lows. So you always have to try and see the markets from that neutral perspective. As much as I would love gold to sell off here, we are grabbing highs and also grabbing lows, which is a little bit of a range. So I'm happy to stick to, we can even bring it above this high. I'm very unlikely to see this high broken anyway. So I'm risking about $170 to see if we can take this down for like $1,000 trade. So it's a very, very worthwhile risk to reward. What are we looking at? Risking about here. I'm trying to play it down to at least this support's like a nice 1 to 5 risk to reward. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything else. NQ, again, I still like longs on NQ. I don't trade NQ, but longs look good. Silver, let's see, did we close similar? Silver's still kind of bullish, so you may find some... if silver goes up, gold may go up a little bit too. Again, silver is also above previous hourly highs. Where? Right at major levels to the left. So, same as silver. I would like to get short, anticipating you're going to hold previous hourly highs. Personally, I think gold's shaping up nicer. So what do we have here in gold? Look at this. Support being formed here. If you... After this nice 5-minute breakout, where you sold off... How much do we sell off here? 162 ticks. If we now tag lows and close back above 49.50, I can exit pretty quick there. So any closures back above 49.50 is a pretty good exit for me. Well, nice, Jose. Nice, man. Nice. Jumping off for a couple of hours. Yes. Took the quick sell. Done for the day. Nice. $260. Amazing, man. Good job. Locking in that green day. Lock yourself out. Amazing, man. Beautiful work, man. Take a quick scalp. Like I say, playing the range here on gold. Like I say, we just sold off 150 ticks. 150 ticks in like 5 minutes. 2 micros is crazy. Thank you, brother. Good trading, man. Good trade. Good exit as well. Playing the range. Nice job, man. Let's see, Goldie. Let's see. We also did just yes, you got support, resistance. It's not gonna be an easy day on gold as long as you trade within these areas. So if you do trade within these areas like I am, it's okay, but just be understand that you are trading in a bit of a range, therefore you may have to be more aggressive with the management. But if you just want to wait for the good quality setups, walk away, set your alerts, and let price simply just break out of that hourly support and resistance. Let the markets come to you. Give us that volume, Goldie. It is pouring down. I think it's been pouring down in Spain for the last 2 weeks. The weather here is absolutely crazy. It's supposed to get some winter sun. It's been non-stop raining. Let's see here, guys. 30 seconds. See how this 5 minutes is going to close. See if we're going to break below. We close bullish back above 49.50. Very quick exit. No thought process there. Any closure back above, even like this, to be honest, would potentially manage pretty quick. Don't want to see it close this bullish. Look at this, closing bullish at the last couple of seconds here. I wanted to see more of a wick rejection to see it roll over. We tag these lows and we close bullish quite quick. I may manage here in a second, guys. This is quite a strong 5-minute close. Let's see how that 5 minutes goes. Yeah, it's a strong close. Oh, I speak too soon. Yeah, it's a strong close there, guys. I'm gonna put my stop to break even. I don't really want to hold this trade open. If we roll over, fantastic, but that's a strong 5-minute close. After tagging the lows and also closing bullish. You tag lows, you close bullish. So there could be a bit of a reversal sign. So yeah, I'm going to bring my stops to break even. If we break down, fantastic. I don't want to hold this trade open. Because, like I said, we have to be more aggressive with the management because gold's in a bit of a range. But not only that, is we've been pushing up today. We grab lows, you push higher. You grab lows, we push higher. So if I'm shorting when gold has already been up today, I will manage more aggressively. And you could be thinking, well, why not just get long if gold's pushing up today? Well, if I'm going to get long, I would get long back down here. Personally, I won't buy here. Therefore, I'm trying to short into my long zone before maybe I take profit on the shorts, and then I can see longs. Same here in Portugal. Yeah, heavy rain and storms for quite some time. Yeah, it's been like that for the past couple of weeks. It's been raining like every single day. Need that Australian sun back. You know, the hardest thing about European winter is just how dark it is in the morning. It's like you get up at 7 a.m. and it's like pitch black until 8 o'clock. That's what's so hard. Whereas in Australia, we're used to the sunrise coming up at like 5 a.m. 5:30, sun's coming up, everyone's already on the beach. Yeah, I bet, Bunny. I've heard it's very, very, very hot. I hate that. Yeah, don't mind. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't mind the cold. It's just because I've been in Australia for 3 years, I forgot how dark European winters are, and I think that's what gets me the most. It's just waking up and it's pitch black. It's not even the cold. It's just the pitch blackness. As I say, the best thing about Australia is the sun rises at like 5, 6 a.m. if you're a morning person. Whereas here, it's like my alarm goes off. I'm like, oh man, it's still dark outside. Nice, Glenn. Up here in central Queensland, sun is up from 4:30 till 7:30. Nice. That's amazing, Ian. That's amazing. That was the only downside about the sun in Australia is like in the Gold Coast, even in summer, it was getting dark by like 6 o'clock. 6:30 is like pitch black. Whereas in Europe in summer, it stays light until like 9 o'clock. 9, 10 o'clock, it's like still light. So I'm gonna there's 6 months in Australia, 6 months in Europe. Chasing the sun. Come on, Goldie. See if we break these lows. You break these 5-minute lows, we should be good to push down. But this is kind of a make or break level, bit of a 5-minute morning star shaping up here. We break these lows, we should be good to sell off. We start closing bullish, that could be a bit of a morning star. Although this trade is based off the hourly, I have to manage aggressively just because of where we're at and no downside targets. Look at that, Ian, living the dream. Golf and trading, man. Take the trades, set the alerts, play some golf, check the trades around the golf course. Living the dream. Where's the volume gone, Goldie? Where's the volume at today? Silver still breaking higher. Natural gas. NQ trying to break back higher. You guys who are looking for longs on NQ, you may get a bit of a liquidity wick before you see that. You may come down, grab some lows before you see that push. You're kind of stalling a little bit. But the nice thing about NQ is the more you reject from here, the more likely I would think you get people trying to jump in shorts, the more likely you see this squeeze higher. Come on, Goldie, give us that squeeze. Give us that sell-off. Yeah, you're going to break these 5-minute lows here. You're going to break these 5-minute lows, so therefore I want to see it break the 5-minute lows and break this VWAP, because this VWAP could hold as support. This is the current support of this London range so far. It's one of them markets on gold right now with the best traders literally just executing and walking away. Still short on gold. Yeah, I'm still short gold. Still short on goldie. I'm not adding more into this trade, but yeah, I'm still short. Yeah, do I miss Australia? Yes, I do a lot, man. I do a lot, which I didn't expect that I would. When I left, I was excited for a change, but yeah, to me, Australia's home now. It's not. I love Europe. Europe's fantastic, but yeah, Australia's my home now. Australia feels like home, which is nice to have a place that feels like home when I've, been traveling and trading for like 5 years. I like to have a home base, and like you didn't actually really close below the 5-minute lows there, guys. Look at that. You didn't quite close below, so you are holding intraday support here. I would have liked this 5-minute if you'd actually closed below the support, but you're kind of holding it here. Yeah, I miss Australia. Miss the lifestyle. I obviously much prefer the trading times here in Europe, like streaming with you guys first thing in the mornings with the coffee is what I love to do. But yeah, as a place, lifestyle, people, yeah, definitely miss Australia. We'll go back at some point. Absolutely, we'll be back. But the food, where's better? Oh, Europe, man, Europe. Food is definitely better in Europe. Yeah. Now, would I ever go back to Jersey? Nah, never. I go see family, but would I ever go back there to live? No way. Nothing wrong with it, but when you've grown up in such a small island, no, I never want to go back to Jersey. If you guys are from the UK and you haven't been, it's it's worth a visit. True. Is it better than even a budding snag? I don't think so. Is that even a question? Is that even possible? That's not even a question, man. Yeah, chicken palmy. Yeah, good chicken palmy. Classic Australian dishes. But nah, Jersey is beautiful as a place, but no, not to live. No, not not New Jersey. This is where I was born and raised, right here. It's where I grew up for my whole entire life. Tiny little island. Part of the UK, but it's basically close to France. Look at this. Here's the UK. Here's Jersey. Tiny island. So no, I don't miss it. Like I say, if you haven't been and you live in the UK, it's all right for a holiday. It's pretty nice for a holiday. Look at this. It's nice, but when you live there, it's very, very isolated, and everyone knows everyone. Everyone knows all your business. Nah, it's very overpriced. No, it's not worth it. Very safe, and that's probably good to raise a family, etc. But not for me. Not for me. Property is just ridiculously priced. Yeah. In Jersey, nice, Peter. Nice. Send me a picture when you go, man. Jersey's one of them places where it's like you could leave. Like I haven't lived in Jersey for like, I don't know, 5 years or something. Type of place where I could leave and go back in 5 years' time and everything's the same. It's kind of scary. It's kind of creepy. The gold statue of Aaron in the town center. Yeah, if you go there, yeah, look out for the all gold Aaron trade statue, Jersey icon. Come on, Goldie. Where's the volume? Where's the volume, Goldie? We got the 15-minute close coming in here. Riding a bull. That's how we get around Jersey, yeah. Just riding bulls around Jersey. No cars in Jersey. No, there is. Yeah, how do I get a Jersey statue? Welcome to London session, yeah. Oh no. That's why I'm having to manage the risk so aggressively here, because it's so rangy. I'm kind of thinking, you may get a bit of a liquidity wick, which may just come up right to my entry before breaking lower. But if that happens, to be honest, I would rather take the break-even and re-enter than just hold and hope in this range. I'm more happy to take a break-even than just sit in price going sideways all day long. So how's the 15 looking? 15-minute. I mean, it's nice. You had that 15-minute fake out. Look at this. You broke above. You broke right back below. It's a nice 15 fake out. But again, you're right into support. So you're right. We got short right at the resistance, which we've got a great entry. But again, we're right at support. So like I say, it doesn't matter if you're long or short. You always have to be seeing the markets from that neutral perspective. Right now, I don't care if gold goes up or down. If it goes down, great, I'll make money. If it goes up and it breaks out, gives me a reason to go long, I'll go long. I don't really care too much. You always want to be trading what's right in front of you. Don't get hopeful. Don't get annoyed like, oh, I'm short, I really want gold to go down. The markets don't care about what we want. All we can do is trade what we see, execute, manage the risk, and just let the markets play out. Let the markets do the thing. Yeah, London is the new slow markets. How old am I? I am 30 years old, man. I am 30. The big 30. Yep, good job, Glenn. What you soon, man? 31 must be soon. All right, that is just taking it too far. How do you put people in the waiting room on Zoom again? How do I put Sean in the waiting room? Yeah, 31 is soon. I'm 31 in March. 31 in March, which is pretty scary. There you go. Now Goldie's waking up. Nice, Ian. I'm 95. Getting old, yeah. Getting old, man. Getting old. 30s is the new 20s, they say. I'm running with that. I'm going with that. When this hits TP, You can send it. So what are we doing here on gold, guys? So this is the open. This right here is the open of the 15. So if this current 5 minute comes down and leaves a big wick rejection, what do we know without even having to look at it? We know that could be a potential liquidity grab of the previous 15-minute lows to potentially go higher. So again, more of a reason to manage the risk right now. We're tagging previous 15-minute lows. That could be a liquidity grab for us to push up. So if you're not already break even, to me, this is more of a reason to go break even, because we've opened and instantly pushed down. So anything below that previous 15 low could be a liquidity grab, because that's what gold loves to do. Look at this. You come down, you tag previous 15-minute lows here, you push higher. So we could be doing the exact same thing right now. I hope not, but we could. So therefore, manage the risk. We have this hourly close coming in 13 minutes as well. It's not looking too bad, to be honest. It's kind of doing what we wanted gold to do, hold previous hourly highs and see if we get that sell-off. Targets to me on gold would be the 7 a.m. hourly lows. So the hourly is looking good. But again, it's got 12 minutes till it's going to close. Anything can happen on gold, especially in the last couple of minutes of the hourly. Anything can happen. So we're in like that. We're looking for previous, where's the 7 a.m. lows around, yeah, right around here. A nice 1.4 risk to reward. We're risking about 86 ticks to see if we can squeeze this down for about 400. Oh, there we go, Goldie. Now we're waking up. Good morning, Gold. Nice of you to join us, finally. We get some London volume. Look at that hourly time frame now, guys. Holding previous hourly highs, now starting to get back bearish. So this was an early risky trade because it's more of an anticipation trade. But in terms of risk reward, playing the range, it was absolutely worth it. What are we up right now? We're hitting 230 ticks right there. 230 ticks in the London session. If you want to lock in 230 ticks, feel free. It's a great short. 15-minute fake out, hourly liquidity grab. And again, you could have seen this 5 minute and tried to buy from here. Now, why did I not try and buy this on the 5 minute? Well, I said before it played out, the reason I don't want to buy this 5 minute breakout is because we're at hourly resistance. And we're at 49.50, which is a nice spot by Jose. And we're above previous hourly highs. I want to be a seller above previous hourly highs. I don't want to be a buyer. And sometimes that's why it's so easy to get so zoomed into this 5 minute. I'm trading the 5 minute based on the higher time frame. I'm not trading the 5 minute. I'm executing the 5 minute, but I'm trading the hourly. I'm trading the hourly in the 30 minute time frame. And this 5 minutes just to press buy and sell. Let's trail this down a little bit. Wouldn't want to see price come up to create a new high in this 5 minutes, so lock in another green day for a payout. What trade were you in? What trade were you in, Nico? What trade were you in, man? Silver, what's silver up to? Silver, I think it's doing the same thing as gold. Holding previous hourly highs to get short, holding the VWAP as well. Look at that, silver also playing out. Short at 2 times 4. Send the setup, man. Send the setup. Let's have a look. Silver selling off. Yeah, silver selling above previous hourly highs. Again, silver, the reason gold was nicer is because, look, silver actually broke bullish, whereas Goldie didn't. Goldie didn't break bullish. Silver did. That's why I wouldn't short silver. Nice breakout there on silver, guys. I mean, sorry, gold. Is Topstep having any current promos for new members? Topstep's always... promos are forever on Topstep. Topstep is... Man, you can't get any better value for money than Topstep. You have path to take no activation fee. You have a path to pay activation fee. You can literally get started on Topstep with $49. You cannot ask for it to be cheaper than that. With no consistency rules when you're funded, man, you can't ask to be any cheaper than $49. I'm sorry, man, but you can't. $49 to get started on Topstep, you pass your pay activation fee, is an absolute bargain. So to me, the sale is always on Topstep. no activation. Sorry, no consistency. Get funded for little as like what, $139 if you want to do the no activation fee pass. Like, man, it's as cheap as it needs to be. If anything, it's still too cheap. Too cheap. $49 to get started is like, man, it's crazy. You can't ask for any more sales than that. Let's see if we break down a bit more here on gold, guys. I'm locking in the 160 above that previous high, 174, because I want to lock in the green day. And I don't really see a reason for price to come all the way back above here. If we come all the way back above here, then that 30-minute 15 is going to be leaving a big wick rejection. Therefore, I don't want to hold the trade open anyway. Because this 15 could still close bullish. We're still at big support. 15's at big support. Current 30-minute is below previous 30-minute lows. And you're still right at that VWAP as well. So I'm locking in $174 here, 2 micros. If we keep selling off, fantastic. Yeah, 100% sure. No activation fee has been great, making passing combine feel even better. Yes, I agree, man. I agree. It's very, very nice. No, there's no consistent rules next fee. You can make as much as you like. Not in the next fee. Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't say it's $49 flat. I said it's $49 plus activation fee, or the cheapest all-in price as the no activation fee path. I just said that. Literally just said that. But $49 to get started, well, that's what it is. If you don't pass, that's all you pay. If you pass, then you pay the activation fee. But to have access to $2,000 worth of drawdown for $89 for no activation fee is so cheap that I think it's crazy that people ask for sales. Like it's so cheap already. If that's a lot, then like you should focus on just paper trading. Because if that's a lot, then you're going to put too much pressure on yourself. Gold coming right back up here. Remember, guys, look at the 15. 15 wicking out previous lows, holding support. So if this 15-minute comes to create a new high, I don't want to be in this trade. Same as the 30-minute. We're tagging previous 30-minute lows. We're at support. I have to manage the risk here. If I don't manage the risk and I watch this push high, I'm going to kick myself. Why? Because we're at big support. Big support. As much as I would love to see gold go lower, what I would love to happen and what are going to happen are two very different things. But let's see. There you go, there's Goldie squeezing lower now. Now we're squeezing lower, guys. Up a nice $600 here. About 300 ticks here on Goldie. I'm going to bring this down a little bit now. I'm going to trail a bit aggressively. We're coming back in some even bigger support. So I'm locking in 374 right here. Yeah, nice push. See if we're going to squeeze these lows here. I'm trailing aggressively because we're right at the lowest point of this range now. It's a really good trade, guys. We have pretty much zero drawdown on this trade. Locking in the 370. You know what, guys? $525 playing the range. I am closing it right there. A nice 1.35 risk reward. I'm taking it. I'm happy. We could push lower. We could also range. I'm happy with that trade. The next hourly is going to come for a top wick anyway. So, yeah, me personally, I'm out there full, guys. So, you guys on YouTube, nice London session. It's good to see London finally having a good move. So I'm going to lock in the $500 here. Remember, guys, if you do want to check out the completely free masterclass tonight, I will go live at 9 o'clock GMT time, 9 o'clock London time. So I will absolutely see you guys there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Nice quick scalp here. $525, 2 micros. I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.